conference segment really is working with a lot of non-profit organizations, associations, societies, governments in organizing congresses, meetings for their members and their community. So here at MCI, we work within a large scale of different types of conferences, ranging from 300 to 6,000, 8,000 participants. So it's very diverse in terms of our clientele. So working in the convention industry is extremely exciting because we work with such a diverse group of clients, whether they come from science, business, healthcare, engineering, and even governments and businesses. So it really is quite exciting in terms of the kind of people that we meet and the kind of people, delegates that we interact with. So we're very lucky to work within this industry where because of the diversity of the clients that we work with, there's so much vast impact within the economy, within healthcare, within education, within business. In addition to the kind of business travelers that we attract, it also helps to grow Singapore business travel tourism here. One of the key things that, as a new person, as we come into this industry, we learn a lot about project management, budget, finance, timeline, marketing, sales. So these are fundamental skills that we do pick up as we come into this industry. But in addition to that, because of the close relationship that we have with our clients, whether they be in associations or governments, we do learn a lot about the specific industry. So over the past few years, I've become a little bit of a small expert, within cancer, within neurology, within engineering, to understand their industry better so that we can help them succeed in the events that they run. So working in the conference and convention industry, it's very interesting because the timeline of so-called incubation of this event can run anywhere between 2, 4, or even 7 years. We start very early on, 5 to 6 years ahead in terms of bidding for a large congress for Singapore. And once that event is secured for Singapore, we usually work within 2 to 4 years in terms of planning and implementing the programs for the event itself, and that it culminates within a week of activities, which really brings a nice, growth and climax into the way we run the projects. I think this industry is amazing, and it drives me to wake up every single day, come to work, meet my team, meet my colleagues, work on a plan of creating magic for our client. And at the end of the day, when our client says, "Thank you, this was amazing," it completely is heartening and warms us and know that we've done a good job.
The exhibitions industry is really a marketplace, a platform for buyers and sellers from any industry to come together to find out what new products and services are available in the market, to glean new knowledge, insights, and make new business opportunities. I think more critically, it's also to understand what are the new regions and markets where businesses are thriving and how to get a slice of that action. So the exhibitions industry is dependent on which industry that platform is built on. So in Singapore, the largest shows being Food and Hotel Asia, which is about the food and hospitality industry coming together to see from beds to coffee machines to even ingredients which they could use in hospitality industries, whether it's a hotel, whether it's restaurants. And I think this is something where the whole world comes together. Another big event that has emerged over the past 2 years was the Singapore FinTech Festival, a different spin to the exhibition marketplace where there is a whole host of experiential elements. And this is where the industries ranging from startups to accelerators to financial industry folks, the traditional bankers and financial institutions coming together to understand what is the fuss about FinTech and how is it going to disrupt the economy. And they get to see what are some of the startups doing and how are they in fact upstaging them, especially for the legacy players. So we see actually the exhibition industry, not just in Singapore but of course the world over, how they are transforming themselves in order to embrace new industries come into play, the whole disruption and the disruptive forces at play, and more importantly to look at where is that business opportunity that they can go for. And so the exhibition industry is indeed an exchange where people come and buy and sell, gather new insights and new knowledge, and get better understanding of what markets and where businesses are going to thrive in the future. The exhibitions industry, like many segments in the MICE industry, is truly an enabler. Because it is like a marketplace, a platform that brings different buyers and sellers the world over, it has significant spin-offs, not just for the tourism industry, but also in the industry on which that platform is built. Take, for example, Food and Hotel Asia and FinTech. For these two industries, you get folks coming in, they go into the restaurant industry, they look at the logistics industry, how they need to transport food, ingredients. They have to look at the insurance guys to see how they can sort of ensure the risks are mitigated. And it doesn't matter which industry you are at, these are key elements of any business. So you're going to get folks from these industries as well as the four industries coming together. It is therefore it becomes a true gathering place where many markets and many countries the world over come together. They exchange, they build new businesses. They, of course, enjoy the tourism offerings, but more importantly, they help to create new value and spur business growth in the industries that they are in. I think the most critical element that one needs to have is the hunger, the passion. It doesn't matter whether you are in the market with a certificate or with a degree. But what's important is the ability to understand the market, and that is how you need to be inquisitive, to go around asking folks, what exactly does the market want? What are you looking for? Listen. That's why we got 2 years. We need to listen more and talk less. But I think it's how we need to understand what the market needs are and how do we address those needs and use the ability to get new insights and new knowledge and understand how can those needs be addressed. So depending on the skills that you have, you'll come in with, I guess, a fresh new perspective to look at how should I solve those issues. If an industry needs to go into a new market, then it is for us to find out what those market needs are, what those products and services they are looking, and whether there are buyers and sellers for them. Of course, for all events, whether it's exhibitions or any other segment in the MICE industry, you need to know project management, a bit of finance, and it's really nothing rocket science, but something which you can also learn on the job. But more importantly is the passion and the hunger to want to really provide good value and be part of that value creation process. I think you will pick up one key characteristic as opposed to skills, which is being thick-skinned. You need to be inquisitive, you need to persevere, to understand what exactly the market needs. Now, with regard to skill sets, I think the ability to plan well, to synthesize and analyze the information coming in, to tap on perhaps information and insights that are going to be shared with you from different companies and different institutions and knowledge partners, and how do you make sense of it? It is not something where you need to be equipped, but in the course of doing the work, you'll be able to pick up these skills, and you'll be amazed at how you can connect truly unusual dots, and that's where the business success will arise.